Hey class, I thought I'd show you around the course shell and how to navigate and kind of walk you through my expectations for you. Of course, everything's on the syllabus, and I use announcements so you can see everything you need to know there as well. But this is kind of just an overview of all things. Okay, so first of all, I've got into my course, so I'm going to take you through this 100 college algebra workshop. And I should tell you just in general, this course, it is a workshop course, considered a workshop. So it's to supplement your work in Math 150. And so this course is supposed to help you be successful in your college algebra main course. But they are two separate courses and you do receive two separate grades. So altogether, you're going to get 5 credit hours, 2 for the college algebra workshop and 3 for your main college algebra class, together making the 5 hours. Now, if you get an A in the workshop, it does count on your GPA because it is Math 100. So it's a 100 level course and those all count towards your GPA. And you can use it as an elective your degree. So that's the good thing about it. Maybe you're not excited about taking the workshop, but you do get 2 credit hours that can be counted as an elective, and you just have to do these assignments that you're going to be working towards college algebra anyway. So you just do these assignments. There's no test in this class. There's no proctored exams. So you just get this work done, and there's an A, 2 credit hour A. So I hope to give all of you an A. Typically, the biggest problem I have with this class for students not being successful is just they forget to come and do the work in the 100. You get so focused on your 150 course that you forget to come over here and work on your 100 course. So please, please, please remember you have this workshop, and ideally do this first. I've designed the course to kind of give you some base practice in the underlying things that I know are hard for the college algebra students. So if you'll do this first, you may find that it helps you work quicker and smarter in your other course even. All right, so here we go. So just talking too much there, right? Okay, so here we are. You'll have a drop down in the course information. Click here to start. I'm going to post this video in navigating the course, so you'll find that there. It's going to live there later, but right now it's not. Then we have your syllabus and course calendar. Of course, this is critical in all classes that you read your syllabus. The syllabus is great too, but what I probably like even better and find more user-friendly is this day-to-day schedule, the class schedule. So you download that file. And it will tell you what to do each week, the expectations. So this might be helpful for your planning. So you can see the class starts on Monday, May 18th officially, and I always have your due dates on Monday nights. The following Monday night is your first official deadline. There's a lot to do each week in this class, so I apologize, but you did sign up for a 4-week summer class, so it does move along quickly. I hope, though, that this condensed version will help you focus and just be thinking about this one class, immersed in it, and be very successful. But it is pretty much a section a day that you move along through. So in your 100 class, you start with this Chapter R. The Chapter R is the base factoring, how to work with polynomials, some of the pre-college algebra skills that will help you be successful when you start Chapter 1. So we start kind of a chapter behind the college algebra course to help you get some background information. All right, there is a syllabus quiz. The assignment for this first week, you'll start with a syllabus quiz. It's due Wednesday. So I want you need to get in on this course and get started. I need to know that you're present by Wednesday. Hopefully you're present on Monday and you're working away every single day. You can't just drop along in this course every now and then. You have to come to this course every single day. Maybe take a day off if you're going to work ahead the day before, but you can't just say, hey, I'm going to do this on the weekend or I'm going to do it one day. It's too much work just to see this class 1 or 2 days a week. You have to work in this class every day. Did I already say that? I'll say it again. You have to be present in this class every day, at most every other day, or you're planning to do like 24-hour periods at once or something. The hours will add up on you to where they're not enough time to do everything if you put it off. So, syllabus quiz, I need to know you're present by Wednesday, the 20th. Then you should be working along in Chapter R. I'm opening the class a little early, so if you can go ahead and get started ahead, that'd be great, but you don't have to. But the first week, the official assignment is Chapter R work. So that work, and there's a quiz or two, I can't remember exactly how many, we'll look at that. They're due the following Monday, the 25th, and due dates are midnight Eastern Standard Time. Then you move to the next chapter for the following week, the 25th through the 31st of May. Chapter 1, all that homework's due the following Monday, June the 1st. Chapter 2, 3 and 5, I put those together, but actually I'm not going to give you an assignment on Chapter 5. I'll show you that in a minute. There's only Chapter 3 homework, but we do cover Chapter 5 for the college algebra class. I try to go easy on your homework because I know you get so much homework in your other class as well, so I don't want to just burden you with too much homework, but you do need some. You do need some practice and something for me to give you a grade in this class. All right, and then Chapter 4 is your last chapter, and that's it, and that's all. So you do these homework and quizzes. That's what to do in this class. There's no proctored final. There's no proctored anything actually right now, but and there wouldn't have been anyway in the 100 workshop. It's just supplemental work to help you be successful in college algebra. Okay, let's see what else I got. So that's a big deal there. Your syllabus. Your syllabus will tell you the percentages and how I determine your grade and any other course policies. So let's look at that for a minute. I do give you a syllabus quiz, so there's a few little things you need to look through on this to take that quiz, like what's my name? But here you can see it is the 2 credit hour course and the requirements for being in this course. This is specifically for students that have an ACT in math of 19 to 21. If that is not you, you do not have to take this course, although you're welcome to, and it's a great elective, I think, but that's who it's absolutely designed for. It tells you about the textbook, which is available online here, so you do not have to buy that extra, but you might want a hard copy if you're interested. That's the information there. And probably the biggie is right here. How do I determine your grade? Homework is 40% of your grade. The quizzes are 40%, and participation is 20%. So the way I'm going to determine participation is I'm going to reach out to you in this course and ask that you correspond with me at least once a week just as an update to see how you're doing. We can do that via Zoom meeting, or if you send me an email and say, hey, Ms. Shelton, I'm doing just great. I see what I'm supposed to be doing this week. Here's the section I'm on. Just something that tells me that you're okay out there. I haven't just lost you to the wind. You're not forgetting to do the assignments, that you're engaged in what my expectations are. I'd like to meet on Zoom and just see if you have questions on your homework and help you with anything you need help with. So I do offer that. And we can also meet on Blackboard Collaborate. There's different platforms. Or you can just call my number if you want to just talk on the phone, if that suits you better. But I want to hear from you once a week. That's how you'll get your participation points. Just want to try to help reach out to you because, like I said, the biggest problem I have with this course is students just forget to come over to this platform and work. So I want to try to stop that if I can. All right, so other things there. All right, back to the course shell. So again, that's all in the Start Here tab. This is the syllabus quiz. There is a link for syllabus quiz and other things, but I'm going to show you there's 2 ways to get there. But that link does work. Some information about me, just some links with some info. Okay, now, next major link is this My Lab Math student link. So when you click on this, the first link will show all the assignments I'm going to give for the entire semester. So this links you into your My Lab Math shell, and that's what you paid a little extra on your tuition for, and it shows every assignment and what the due date is. So this is a handy place to see everything that's due. So like I mentioned, I did not actually give any Chapter 5 homework. You have, let's see, how does it start? Syllabus quiz, due that Wednesday the 20th, then Chapter R, you start through that. There are some quizzes. There are some notes in this as well. If you click on this, there's lots of notes, lots of places for you. Some of my students love these notes. They're the textbook notes from the Pearson Company. Lots of examples, PowerPoints. These are PowerPoints, I think that's right. Animations, and these are textbook pages. So there's various helps for every section that we cover in examples. You can use that to help you learn the material, or I'll show you another way, but just wanted you to know that's in there. Then there's a gradebook link. It tells you how your grade is determined. I've already got it programmed in, 40% homework, 40% quizzes, and then 20% participation. I was playing around with some of the assignments here, so I'm getting a 0. But if you hit show calculations, it does know 40% for your homework, 40% for your quizzes, 20% that's your participation. I'll just add that in on my side. So you can see how your grade's determined, and it is programmed into this. Okay, the third major link is this e-text. This is your book that, again, you also purchase that with your tuition. I think it was like 60, 70 bucks extra to have access to all of this. And you might have noticed it in your tuition pricing. I'm not sure how that you see that in your student records, but there is a little charge for the materials. Slowly it's warming up, but there is your textbook, and then you can tab over to whatever chapter we're studying and see all that there as well. There's resources in here, lots of resources for this class. Time is the biggest battle you have, is just getting time to use up all the resources, and you've got to find the best strategy for learning this material that works for you. Oh, oops. Okay, so the other tabs, I don't know that you use those so much, but they're there in case you need to look at those. But the main three, the assignments, the grade book, and then your textbook, you'll find in that link. Introductions, I will ask you to introduce yourself in this discussion board to your classmates. You've got some classmates. I don't know if you see all your classmates on the side, if that's from my view, but I think it's kind of good to know who you're in class with, so you can reach out to one another if you need a study buddy, or say, sometimes it's easier to ask a classmate than to ask your instructor, which hopefully I'm approachable and you don't feel that way about me, but I think it's a good idea to be able to interact with your classmates if you have questions. So this is a good place to do that. You'll introduce yourself, and that way you'll see who's in your class, and then you can interact with one another should you want to do that. Okay, let's see. Then we get, so this one's my link for my grading and such, so you don't see that one. But everything else then is the content for the course. So you notice I say course content starts here. This is the link to that list of study aids out of the book that I mentioned. Some students prefer that. Some students do both. So again, that list with the textbook, PowerPoints, animations, and such. Goals and objectives, just to tell you what the goals are of that chapter. And then you get to my personal videos, R.3 classroom videos. So I encourage you to either do the book, textbook publisher material, watch through that first, or to use my classroom videos. Either one, I don't think you really need to do both, but just choose one and use that resource. Attend class lecture before you start any homework. Take your own personal notes and such. So you can see this is me, and I'm teaching one of the courses that I've recorded the material. So it's just like you're there attending the lecture, and you can pause it and rewatch it and the such. So I have a video on R3 and then a link to your R.3 homework. So this takes us back into that math program. So again, you can get here in the individual links, or you can get there through the just all assignment link. Either one works. So notice there are question helps here that you can pull the textbook up again and read about it. You can send me a note and say, hey, I'm really struggling with this particular problem. Can we talk on that checkup time? You can print out a problem. And then there's Skill Builder to kind of help you with the underlying questions about it. All right. And so you have 20 questions on R3. And then you proceed through the homework. So I've tried to make these homework assignments more, like I said, foundational to the college algebra, some of the main skills that will help you be successful in the college algebra. So they should be the foundational things and not necessarily just a repeat of what you're doing in the other class, although there'll be a little repeat. Then you take a quiz over those two sections. Then you move to R5, so on and so forth. And then you move to chapter 1, same old thing there. Every chapter kind of looks the same within each module. Chapter 2, and then they unfold like that. And there's a chapter